Hello guys and welcome to today's Rebirth stream with a new feature, which is the new webcam, which has a super interesting feature. Everything is on manual, but I can increase the green screen area with gestures. Never mind, it just worked. Okay, never mind. Frame rate looks a little bit off. Not sure. Whatever. The quality should be a lot better. I mean, I was testing it today all day. I was like, a little bit maybe. Not too much. But it works super good with the green screen now. Except my hair gets a little bit freaky. Problem with dark hair in the dark room. But the shirt is working fine. Interestingly. Anyhow. I have to check something real quick, but how do I do this? The fuck? Why is my webcam now? Hello? Okay, white balances? It reset everything. It just reset the whole thing. Why? Why you do this to me? Had everything set up. Now I have to do everything. I have to hide my display real quick. I never did. Oh, good thing I did it. Because I forgot to do something. Anyhow, back to the display. Last time we talked about, okay, the redeem thingy works, and we even did the tms-gaming is not live. The thing that we did not do is add a form to create an account, which I did now. I did not finish all scripts in time though, so I reworked the login a little bit, and there is now the create PHP, which has a lot of errors and whatever, and we have to make some functions like existing name, existing email, create user, and send activation mail. That's what we need to do today. And another thing we want to do is check if the SFX is working, or better said, make the visuals for the toolbox, and additionally have a host application that can receive everything, which is here, which I worked already a little bit on. Yeah, we will have a look at that later. Not everything is done here, there are a lot of to-dos. But the basic thing is done, so if I run that... yeah. I will say did not receive token because it's already waiting for a token that it's working. And yeah, so the idea is it shows everything here that happens, and I have a volume knob, and basically can receive the data that it should play a sound. And yeah, we will have a look at that after we did the login thing or the creation thing. Good, so what we need for the create basically works quite the same as the login. In the login we see if we got a username and a password, then we check if that is working and we get the token. If we don't get a token, that's something I added as well. Then I try to get the balance by username. If I don't get balance, I can say, okay, the username is not existing. So login credentials are invalid. If I get a balance and it's greater than 0, means the username exists, but the password seems wrong. Another option is that the balance is below 0. Why is this existing? Because I thought of the following thing, which is if we create an account, we want to verify that this is a real account and there is the email behind it and everything. And the way I want to do that is on creation of the accounts, the TMS coins are set to -1. So in the beginning you will have -1 coins, and if you try to log in with, because now the login and get token as well checks if the coins are greater equals to 0. If we don't get that, so if we log in with an account that has less than 0 coins, which is an inactive account, it will fail as well. But then we can check how big the balance is. And if there is an account with the username, but the balance is smaller than 0, then we know the account is not activated yet. And what I want to have is it sends an email. The email says, thank you for issuing, blah, 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 click this link. And basically the link is doing nothing else than going to another PHP script that unlocks the account with the hashed email. So if you register, your email will be hashed. Means I don't see your actual email, nor does anyone that can hack the database or whatever. They just can't get it because it's hashed. So it's basically encrypted. And I will basically say, okay, the script activate my account, gets the hashed email, and then we set the coins of that email to 0 if the coins are -1, because else it could be dangerous that someone uses that script and can reset other guys by having their hash for whatever reason. But yeah, you get the point. Yeah, I'm quite happy with the webcam. I don't know why it was resetting everything, but oh yeah, you can see here green screen issues. Although everything is set to manual, it could be that there is like, this is the C922 Pro, which has a background removal feature as well. It could be that the preprocessor, due to that feature, knows that I am the person, that I have to be the sharpest, and smooths out the background and whatever. And if my hand is here, then basically everything is more smoothed out, and then maybe something doesn't work properly, whatever. So maybe I have to disable that as well somewhere. I have no idea. Okay. So what we need to do is, another thing that I have to do before I do anything is I have to clear my clipboard. Because else you can see a lot of passwords that I used today. Okay, so we need the bullshit. This is the login. This works already. We need the create. And in here we have distinct name, email, create user, and send activation. I'm copying all of those, because then I can just go in here and be like public static function existing name, database username, and we want to do that, but instead we want to have email with the email here, then and we want to have the function with create user. The create user needs more data though. Wrong file. Database, username, email, password. Let's just copy this for now. Oops. First, there's an issue. Second, we need the email as well. So we copy this. Do we even need the username then? Yes, because we need to find the hashed email. Yeah, that's the more data, the safer. So here we have username, email and password and username email for the and activation email. Username. Okay. So first things first, existing name will be super easy. So basically what we want to do is do a database select from. We want to select from, oh no, we want to select the username. Basically we don't need anything, but we have to specify something, I guess. From users, where the username is like, oops, the username given. And no order. Good. And now we can do that a lot easier. Which is if the result is null, then we can return true. And if the result is not 1, then we can return not true, false. False. And if the result is not null, then we return true for safety. No, then we return false as well. Because then it could be that the size is 0. So it could be that there's just an empty array in there. So, yeah. Good. Quite the same thing for the email actually. But obviously we want to have the email underscore hashed. Not the username, but email underscore hashed. Where email hashed is like the email, but it's hashed, so we have to hash it as well. Means we'll add a SHA-1 here, close it up here. So we will encrypt the email and check if that encrypted email is already in there. And then if the result is null, then we know, okay, it's not there. Or if the result is not equal to 1, then we know, okay, it's not in. Good. Creating the user. For that, I would like to do the following. Username. Some hash. -1. Nothing. And here I want to preview the SQL and copy that. Close. Let's copy that in here. And let's do result is, or basically we can just return the result of that, because in the insert into, I have to check that again. 1 second, I have to open scripts PHP dbcon. There's another password in there, so that's why I can't show you. But now I can show you. And the insert into table calls it vals. So the content in the brackets is what we need. And this returns this query comment, which returns true if the query was run and false if the query was not run for whatever reason. Usually because of, yeah, a problem in the command or yeah. So insert into, then the table, which is users, then the things in the bracket, which is username, email hashed, password hashed, coins, user token, and last reading. We don't basically need them because we can just leave them out. And here we will have the username to fill in, followed by a comma, starting with another thing here, and then bullshit. Here we need a SHA-1. With that, then we enter the email, then we close the SHA up, go to the password, which is as well SHA-1. Then we insert the password, and last but not least, we set the coins to -1. That should do it, actually. Good. So here we want to do really safe and be like, get the hashed email from database. The send activation email is run after the user is created. So send activation email, we want first the hashed email from the database. I mean, we could basically put just the email in and hash that. But on the other hand, let's just do a short select from there, which is select from email hashed, users, where the username, like username, and no order. Then we do this, so if we don't get a result, we will return null, and if we get not exactly one result, we will return null as well. And then we can say $email hashed is $result at 0 at email hashed. This is the hashed email. And now we need to find out how to do PHP mails, which I did not do in a long time. And mail PHP. Seems super easy. Let's just copy this code. And here we say prepare email. And here we say send email. And email, so. Then the 2 is the email that we get from the user. The job subject is... Oh, I hurt myself again without knowing when. Was it good? The subject is activate your TMS Toolbox account. Here we write, thank you for registering. By the way, is there a way to do this HTML or thing? Do we know that? Message? Ah, we have to put that into the headers. Okay. So in here we have headers. The from before, or does that not matter? From is after in that example at least. Okay. Okay, so text, or let's call it message. So we can use PHP here now. So we rather have it like that. Do I need? Oh, I need HTML body and stuff like that. Just copy that. End of head body. End of body. End of HTML. Of message. Okay, and here we write something like, oops, hello, and then the username, AT, and of P. Thank you for registering thank you for registering is such a word. Creating your GMS toolbox. I'm fine, thanks. How are you? You can, by the way. Look, it has sensor green screen destroying. Not anymore. Lol, this is a weird look. Green screen errors are trying to dodge me. It's weird, but I like it. It has nice quality. The frame rate is much better now again. Somehow. But yeah. Thank you for creating your tms Toolbox account. Let's add a break here so there's no space in between. Tired. To finish your registration by clicking this link. Puke. So, and what we want to send him here is http://gaming.micromanage.at/. For now it's work in progress, but it won't be later, so I will leave that out for now. And it will be in watch toolbox /activate.php, and we want to have the let's call it hash is, and in here we put the $email hashed. End of this, end of that, and then we just copy that in again so people can actually see what they're clicking on, because people tend to not click on links that say hello. What question mark? Dude, how should I smell what you mean? Hash, end of A, end of P. He started actually here. I puke because you say weird things again. Why would you start a website in one framework and then switch to another one and then tell me how good frameworks are? That makes not much sense. And the from will be no reply at tms-gaming.com. CC, we don't need a CC. This is useless. The MIME version is defined. Then the content title, it's an HTML, it's UTF-8, and it's from this dude. Okay. Why you talk about something you don't know anything about? Good question. I think that's just me. Uh... Oh yeah, I forgot. It's an extension, you're not switching. Okay, this makes it even more stupid was what I said. Okay, so scripts. And we'll already put something outside of the work in progress folder, which will be watch. It's not what I wanted to do. Oh, directory. Watch tools. Watch toolbox. Doesn't it call tools? Watch tools. Yep. Tools. Tools. Okay. Okay, so the only thing missing right now is the script that activates it. Which we're gonna do super easy. We do a save as of the login, which is called activate PHP. We don't need a user token. Yeah, we unset all of those, then we open that. Then we need $_get hash. If we don't get that, we say no hash was given. I gotta replace everything. Instead of this, we'll do here if user activate account db, and we give him the hash, but not post but get, because it's get. If that happens, we will say $_session information. Your account was successfully activated and log in now. The other way around as we did in all things else. Session error. There was something going wrong while activating your account. Please contact administrator. Good, and in the end we close the database and we go to the index, which will display the information to errors. Good. So the only thing we need is in here an activate account, public static function activate account with the database and the hash. Yes. And in here first we have to check, is the hash an account, or is the hash linked to an account with -1 points? because else the account would be already activated and could be overridden, which is not the plan. If someone gets the hash of another one, which is not the plan, but then they could reset them. But that's not the plan. Or if someone finds the email like 5 months later, it's like, okay, did I activate it? Let's click on that, and we'll say, okay, your account has been activated, and if you had 30,000 TMS coins, they're all gone now. Because it just sets it to 0. So we check if it's -1 coins. So the result is database select from. We want to get the coins from users where hashed email or email hashed? Email hashed. Where email underscore hashed like the hash. And we can either just get the coins, or we instantly say email hashed and coins is -1. So then if we don't get a result, we will return false. If we get a result that has not the size of 1, we'll return false. Else we can say activate account, which is gonna be we do a db update, and let me check again in the dbcon scripts. I said I can't show you because there's my password in. Now I can show you. Then the dbcon, you can see as well, it will return true if the update query was run, else it will return false. So that's perfect for us. So we can just say, okay, update users, and we're gonna set coins to 0 where the email hashed is $hash. Just see something that is mildly arousing me. We could have just saved this point here, because we could have just say update users, set coins to 0 where the email hashed is like the hash and coins is -1. Because then it can only set it if coins is -1. We just return this. Mr. Smart Boy. But this is not completely specific, because update, let's test that, I'm not sure. Update users that coins equals 69 where username is gay boy. So that returns true. And we're without GA is, yeah, sure, because it's the short version for nigga. Nigga is the short version for nigga. Or the British version, or whatever you want to say. So actually, it would be even better to do the additional step that we did. Because because the DB update, if there is nothing like that, it will still return true because it ran the SQL but it didn't affect any rows. So let's still do it like this. So now let's update or upload all of that. My life be like ooh ah ooh ah. NIG, you can't, but that stands for nullifying intellectual gnome. Everyone knows that. I could check for affected rows, but this is a... Oh yeah, obviously. The toolbox crashes. The site is gone, I swear. I could go for affected rows, but that's... Yeah. It's a mildly infuriating thing in MySQL, which is why I won't do it. Except I would do a select from this SQL. So it will execute the SQL and then show me the things that are affected. Because else it's just a number and the number is just not. Usually, or is it result? No, it's not showing this anymore. Back then there was like a row affected part and you could just say result 0 row affected, but this is not a thing anymore, I think, and they're constantly changing that, which is... Yeah. If I can check it another way then with the affected rows, I will do it the other way. Because why not? Okay, and what we need to do additionally is put the watch folder in here as well, so we have the stuff running. Okay. So let's do something cool. Let's test the thing. I'm gonna open new incognito and go to the watch. Ooh. Yes. And create an account. Yeah, let's try it with wrong things. Contact at TMS. Nah, bullshit. I don't have contact at TMS. I have only contact at this. 1234 1235. Sign up. That's always good. It is sad. Why is it crashing? Why is it crashing? Recapture? Nah. Nah, why would I put in a recapture? Then error message. Failed to load source create. What? Failed to load resource. Dot. Why would it do that again? I mean, yeah, I get the point of using a recapture, but we're talking about a website that is only active if I'm streaming, and that is not in the glossary of Google because I have no robot on, and yes. It's highly unlikely that anyone will fucking spam that to death. If they just want to spam my PHP server, then they can just open my website over and over again and it will be the same fucking load. Do the whole thing. So tell me, why is this not a valid PHP? Why does this always happen to me? I hope that I don't get bored. Well, I can tell you that my server is in Switzerland and that it has SSDs and that it has a super high speed connection, so I don't think it would bother that much. And the CPU power is quite okay as well. It's even more than I would need. Oh, it's quite obvious what the problem is, to be fair. What are those? It's $_post username. There's no fucking username and it's $_post fucking email. But I don't think this should be the issue because why would it crash because of that? That would not make much sense. But who knows? Who knows? Who knows? 5. Okay, that's not it. Why is there no music? Why make a 1 hour song if it's just 42 minutes? I just hate my life. That's the thing that sucks at fucking PHP. Why is there no info? Yeah, I crashed at this point because it doesn't make any sense. But no. It does not do that. I cannot let you do that, Michael. Session error. I doubted that the issue is somewhere in there. Hashtag doubt. Yeah. White website. It ran through. Okay. Maybe this is not working because it's getting confused with the user thingy. Create user with database, post. If the success, then so now if I upload this, it would say at least that the username is already in use. What just happened? Is there no error message? Goes back to the index. If session error is set, we type out the error. How is it not working? Okay, this is super confusing now. I forgot something? What did I forget? Oh, that means the existing name is not working. Answer your puns. Existing name. Username like username. Users, username. You kidding me? Okay, time to do something again. DB connection, select from. Fucking echo the command. And a break. Fuck's sake. Now fucking tell me where this is not valid. It's a 1 row. You know? 1 row. The result is not null? Oh. I don't want to live anymore. Could you stop fucking calling me at fucking 8 PM? What is wrong with all of you? Why is it not returning true? Oh, I didn't tell him that. Error. Now it works. Okay, so create error working. We can do that header again. Okay, so we know this code works. But does that work? The email. Let's check. So this time, we're gonna leave it like that. We see the error function working. No fucking might. User existing email. Existing email. How is that broken? How can that happen? Oh, and by the way, it shouldn't even do that. It should be like, okay, this is existing, I'll throw an error and then I go. This is not parsable. But why? I need a fucking break. I need a fucking break. Coming back in 5 minutes. Oh, fuck me. Kill me with fire. I mean, I was only sitting 15 minutes there until I saw it. I was even checking if I did not forget any brackets and semicolons, but I did not think about curly brackets before else. It would be so fucking easy that the thing just responds that in either the fucking console or even on the fucking 404 website or 500 website. Because, dude, what is the danger of a hacker that sees, okay, there's an issue in that line? He has no access. Oh. Yeah, I said, I'm gonna go for a short break. I wanna die very much. Uh, So after the shock, I'm back. So now it should actually work. Once again, just my webcam resets everything. It resets during fucking usage. Who the fuck has access to it? It shouldn't be not a single person or not a single program, better said. It has access to the webcam right now, but yeah. Game is nearly doing nothing. Things fucking ran. Whatever. Okay. Username is already in use. That's already nice. So let's use a new username and an email that is already registered. Email already in use. Perfect. Now let's do tests. Contact at this boy. 1234 1235. Your password did not match. Nice. Or let's say the Mr. 93. Contact at Michael.at. Password. Test. Sign up. An activation link has been sent to your email account. This is not formatted though. Why? It should be in here. Information, then we use alert information. Okay, let's check the bootstrap alerts. Bootstrap alert. What? There's an information one? Oh, it's just called prime info. Okay, just info. So, let's see if we get a mail. Nothing has arrived yet. That's fucking good. Okay, but we can already check if there was a database entry. Mr. 93 with hashed email and a hash password, -1 coins, last redeem of. Yeah. Ooh, if someone gets in there and somehow is able to redeem, then then everything is gone. Oh. Oh. Activate your TMS Toolbox account. No reply at tms-gaming.com. Finish your registration by clicking this link. Watch tools activate hash blip. Fuck this. Why? Activate hash set. There's no hash set. Because there is a second thing missing. So we have to upload that here and here. Okay, so now let's click again on the link. Warning, include failed to stream, no such. Ah, fuck, obviously. Okay, so we need to upload the scripts as well. That should be enough though. Oh, and the styles. Okay, close it again. Click it again. The account was successfully activated. You can log it in now. Oh yeah, Bootstrap is not in this. -1. Browse. Coins -1. Coin 0. Milk is okay for YouTube. I think milk as well. Shouldn't be an issue. Okay, creating the account works. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, see? No problem at all. Okay, this works. Good. Then I can show you how the host application works for now. So, for those who didn't see yet, or just click through the replay of the stream, this is for now the host application. If I start it, it will do nothing for 5 seconds, and I'm thrown an alert. Zup, did not receive token. It's dark themed, very important. And it has a volume knob where I can set the volume of the sound effects. I have a start loop button, which I can use to stop the loop as well. And here a small status, what it does right now. So waiting for API, waiting for interval, whatever. So this is how it works for now. I can show you a little bit of code behind it. There is no passwords, etc. I can leak because that's in an old file over here. So in the beginning, yeah, obvious C# things. We initialize the component, and what I have is an own event for drawing the list. That way I can design it in different ways, like show errors red, show SFX stuff yellow, or whatever I have in there. Whatever. So this is basically just an event information. So what we need is a Windows Media Player which plays the sounds, then a currently playing name, which basically is to check if something is currently playing, and an API interval of 5 for now. So every 5 seconds it will check the API, or between the API receiving and the next request there is 5 seconds. We have a worker status, which can be stopped, waiting interval, waiting API, or stopping. Beginning, it's stopped. We initialize the player with setting an event for the play state change, and the volume of 50 for the beginning. Then here we should get the token for the username and password, which is basically the authorization thing again. So we will have an API script that says, give me the next thing I should play. It needs username, it needs a token again. The token has to be registered to my name. So if someone gets by random the same token as I have, you can still not do it. Could have asked me already, did that for university became roller coaster. What's the problem? It's like 100 and it's 200 lines for now. Not a big thing. Okay. So we got the token. This is basically an intelligent way of using threads without using threads. So say I get the current time, and as long as the login data token is empty, so we have to fill login data.token with the token. While this is empty and its datetime now is smaller than the DT and 5 seconds, we will application to event. So basically it loops, but while it's looping it will still do in the background things that the C# form should do, like render, blah blah. So this is basically wait for 5 seconds, or until we get this token. If the while is over and we did not get a token, then we do the write error did not receive token, blah blah, and we say the button is not working. Else we say token received, ready to start worker loop, and we enable the button. In the play state change, we say if the player is done playing something, so the end of an SFX is reached, we need to do an update, like Yeah, the currently played thing should be removed from the database information. And by the way, what I changed as well, because I showed you it with a 1 and 0, I have now remote played from, where I can put in a username. This is just basically for me, so I can see, okay, this guy played this and that, because sometimes it's funny to say, oh, fuck you, Levin. Why you play this? And without that, there would be no information for me. Anyhow, once this is done, we will be doing the currently playing name to an empty string again. Because we can only start the player. Lol, that's not even in. Lol. That's not even in. Because I do that on the API side. We'll do that in PHP, that there's only one thing played at the same time. They can actually run the start player method. Because I do that down here. Okay, never mind. So the start player method is basically what does the SFX. So I give it a username, SFX name, and the SFX path. Yeah, all of this data I will get from the database, obviously, with the name. File name is in here as well. And what was the last thing? Username. Oh yeah, the username is in remote played from. So we know who sent that. And basically we'll set that as the player target. We write the SFX log, like username requested this. And the currently playing name will be SFX name. And then we play it. If there's a path error, I'll say, okay, we did not find the path, with nice error messages that I can decipher while streaming. And here we need to do, we refund the coins of the user, because obviously then there is an issue if he clicked something and I can't find the file on my system. Should not happen, but if it happens, I have an error for that. Yeah. What the button does is basically activating, yeah, stuff like that, how to stop it, blah blah blah. Most important thing is here the worker loop. So this is basically the worker loop in here. If we say run the worker loop, which is clicking the button, we'll say, okay, it's waiting for an interval. Not bad. So what we do in here is, if you will see that often, if it's not stopping, this is basically to stop it immediately instead of just waiting again. So basically what we do in here is, as long as we have the API interval and it's not stopping, we will wait and wait and wait, or as long as the currently playing name is not empty. So if something is playing, we will loop here as well. And then once both of that is okay, so if the API interval is done and there's nothing playing, we go in here and be like, okay, we wait now for the API. Here we should get new data from the API. This is again the loop, which waits for the response. So we have to set the worker status to waiting interval once we got data. So we have to start the player and say, okay, we're waiting for interval again. If we don't do that, stopping if it is stopped. Does that make sense anymore? Whatever. Yeah. So we wait for the API. And if it's stopping in the moment we get the thing, then we will cancel the API call. Maybe we'll just let it run through and not wait for it or whatever. I don't know if we can just cancel it. And anyhow, then after that it will say, okay, if it's not stopping, why stopped? Oh, because it's set to stop later. Yeah, I don't know. Let's try it with that. Anyhow, so I marked the stuff with to do. So we have to get the token for username and password, and we have to set the thing to, okay, this SFX was played. And here we have to do refund of coins, and here we have to be like escape from new data. So here we get the thing we have to play, and here we cancel the API call. That is everything we have to do. That's completely it. The rest is basically all set up. Next update contains the hideout. Here, let's be interested in if that works or not. I mean, EFT is not unknown for bugs or bad performance, but we'll see. If it's good, it's good. Okay, get token for username and password. Now it starts because now we need to get, once again, we need to write API things. And everything only has to do with the host thingy here, Toolbox host. We'll never see it anyway. We'll start them with host dash. The host dash get token, not PHP. What am I fucking doing? I need to open. And now I can. Yeah, I see it. This fucking webcam. It's just ticking everything again. It's just setting everything back to the beginning values. I love it. I don't know why it does it, or when it does it, I have no idea. Best new webcam ever. The quality is super good, to be fair. And it can do 720p at 60. Ooh. But I don't use it yet because 1080p just looks a lot better. Even though it's so super small. I don't know, in 720p I don't know, the focal distance seems to have an issue. And the fucking, it's a super widescreen webcam, which is super nice. Like, webcam, I can, how should I show you? I can basically stretch out my arm, it would still be in picture. But I don't have that wide green screen. So it's basically useless. But anyhow. So let's save this API thing as host get token. So go back and we be like, we don't need that shit. We don't need that shit. But what we need, so we need username is, if username is set, then username is post username, definitely worth it. I mean, the old one was fucked up at all. I mean, I have this webcam now is set to saturation 128, which is exactly basically the middle value. Other one would be 0 with no colors and super saturated 255. This is now 128. And I can show you how it usually works. So saturation, if I go up here, we'll see a little change. Like, yeah, that's what a saturation thing should do. On my old webcam, I have to use the value for the saturation of 38. If I use 37, it's white and black with nearly no contrast anymore. If it's 39, it's super saturated, and I don't know what's wrong, but something is wrong with my old webcam. And sometimes having more than one webcam is cool anyhow. So, yeah. I decided, let's get new webcam, because this was a lot cheaper than it usually is. So we need the username and we need the password. Password. Yeah, I mean, my old webcam only had the issue once I had OBS open and the Logitech cam software open. I started tweaking values there and there. And since then, it's completely broken. I don't know, it's just, I can't even get a normal picture anymore in the normal capture software of Logitech, which is super weird. I don't know. I have username and password are both not empty. Much cum on the lens. Nope, sadly that's not the issue. Because then I would just be, more normal. Token is user get token. There should be already a function like this, right? Log in and get token. Yeah, let's just do get token. So we want the database, the username, and the password. Never use a UV lamp in your room. Fun fact, I have a UV lamp hanging in my room. But I did not activate it for years. The moment I get 1,000 subs, I will check my room out with that. Before that, I will get a cleaning woman that will fucking power wash the whole room. Okay. Because it's a party accessory. UV lamp. Okay, if $token is null, you feel guilt? No. Why would I? You would see how much fucking is reflecting there. You would be proud of me and not disgusted. Data not given. Like this. Then error. Token not found. Wait, I'm fucking retarded. I'm fucking retarded. I even need that. Because... oh, fuck me. Obviously I need it because else there is no token. I need to generate the token in here. So log in and get token. New token. Okay. DB username password. It's the exact thing that I need. So retarded. The token's null, then we will have an error which is credentials not okay. Yeah, else we can already say that it's a success. That is success. JSON token is dollar token. Token. What am I doing? Man, people calling me all the time. I'm so sick of it. Need a new fucking phone number, I guess. Not all required data given. Okay, so this should actually work. But what I don't know is how do I do a post request in C#. Man. Okay, let's try that. So this is a one-time thing. I hate people so much that use vars. And on the other hand, if the thing has really to be changing, then why not? So data. Username is login data dot username. Password is login data dot password. So we did not include that yet. Net HTTP data. Oh, I need to do that in oh god, async methods, no. God damn it, I hate it. Okay, let's copy that as a thing for now. Oh yeah. Has to be task. Task of type. I don't even need anything from it. At least like that. I basically only need to do this. Then obviously here we need http gaming.micromerge.at/api/host/dash get-token.php, and we send the content with it. Response string is that, and then response string, obviously a string. Need an example what that puts out. Content.result. What? Yeah, obviously this is a string. I could just that's not working. I can't wait for that. Wait, I have to wait for the T2? But wait. There's a response dot wait. That's not working. Can I just do message box dot show? And then the response string? Everything done in there already? And here we just do get token. That's not bad. But how do I get the token part out? I need a JSON C# JSON string parser to object. Oh, yes. Convert. What? I just want the value out of that. Thank you. That's what I want. But is that in the... No, it's not. JSON serializer is not a common thing. JavaScript serializer. System web extensions DLL. Okay, I need to open that on my second screen real quick. References. Add references. Bullshit. What is system stuff? Am I stupid? There we are. System web extension. System web serialization. That's not it. Oh, that's a namespace import. It's okay, I don't need more. Okay, I need more. Using system.web script.serialization. Why is that still not here? Oh. Made it himself. That's why it's not. Well, I say thank you. That out of class already. I think the next thing is namespace. Yeah. So obviously, I'm gonna do the only thing. Good. So we put that in, and then we just say that login data dot token is d dot get string of token. dot dump. Why would I need dump? And then we just do message box dot show the login data dot token. You see that it works. Yes. No, I don't care. It works. Why would I care? Nice. And this should, by the way, change every time I log in. Now if a user take 49 blah blah blah. Now we have a different one. I'm gonna start it again so you can't fucking do anything. Yeah, and if I start the worker loop, it would say waiting for interval, waiting for API. And obviously there is no response from the API yet. So what if we would go to a website that does not work? Can I still just call it like that? Or does it break? No. Still does the right thing. Nice! That works super good. Let's do it in here. That's okay. Do some spaces in here and some space in here. Okay. So this .get token. That works. So here we'll do this dot set as ended. I'll take that with us. Have it a thing task set as ended. Actually, the yield was unity thing. Yield return, just the coolest thing ever. Set as ended. Good. So yeah, here we call basically an API thing that resets our SFX problem. Yeah, the to do is down there now. We'll do this dot refund coins. Username. SFX name. Oh yeah. Yeah, it works now as well. Here we do this dot get next SFX play. Private async task. Get next SFX to play. And we'll paste in here this. Yeah, we don't have to do this. And that's already it. We need set as ended to refund coins and get next SFX to play. That's all. And we're gonna start. In better said, since I have weekend service, I will probably do it on my own. We'll see. On Wednesday, there is the release of the new League of Legends mode. So maybe I do a spontaneous stream on tms-gaming there. And maybe you guys can already test out the SFX program there. I mean, I did not put in all of them yet. I have like, how many did I do? 37 so far. With the name, categories, the costs, blah 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 blah. Already a lot in. I mean, we're far away from, I think it's a 20% of what I actually have. So yeah. So maybe stream with not everything. I don't know. Yeah. So this is nearly working. We need 3 API files, API scripts that I will do soon. And what we need as well is a renderer for the selection in the toolbox. Obviously. I mean, because for now, I don't have a password. Oh, fuck it then. Because we only have the how many coins you have and the redeem thing, but we don't have an SFX thing yet where people can start SFX. So that's something that is missing as well, but the host program is working quite good so far. I mean, not doing much, obviously, but it receives the token and I can start the loop and it says, okay, interval, I'm waiting for that, and boop. There he does basically an API call, but he does not get a response, obviously. Yeah. So we stop the loop. Exactly. Once we got it, we have to set it to waiting interval. Or set it to stopping. Why stopping and not stopped? Oh, because it's not stopped. Ah, it's stopped down here then. Okay, so we really want to set it to stopping when if it's stopped. I don't know about that. I still don't know about that, but yeah. Yeah, and once we get a new file to play, so in here, we will say if currently playing name that's a problem right now. While this is playing, so if this has something in there, it will loop. So if it's done, it will get the next SFX to play, and if currently playing name is not empty, then we'll say this dot that, or no, start playing with the username, the SFX name, and SFX path. String set as play underscore use, or set as play underscore username, empty private string set as play underscore SFX, name is non-private string set as play SFX, file is nothing. And down here we will say set username into set as play username, set SFX name into set as play SFX name, and set the SFX file into set as play SFX file. And then what we want to do is not check here. Currently playing name, is that setting here as well? Yes. So here would be like if this dot set as play SFX username not empty, and this dot set as play SFX name is not empty, and this dot set as play SFX file is not empty, then we will start the player with this set as play username, this dot set as play SFX name, and this dot set as play SFX file, and after that we will be like this set as play username is empty again, this dot set as play SFX name is empty again, and this dot set as play SFX file is empty. So this way in here we will set the values, and here we check if the values are set, and they're not empty. So if they're set, we will start the player and we reset that back. Then in the start player, currently playing a name will be a value, which means this will loop forever until the player is done. Then we'll say, okay, current playing name is empty again, then it can exit the loop and we'll get the next SFX to play. And then again, if the API sets those, we can start a new one, else we won't do anything, go back and wait another 5 seconds, and then. Yep. Yeah, these don't need any returns anyhow. And here is said we will just do that with public variables or class members in the Form 1 class. Because it's easier. Maybe we got a lot of warnings because it lacks the wait thing, but I don't want to do this now in another class, and then we have classes with asynchronous tasks, and to be honest, I'm too lazy to do that. I'd rather have 8 warnings than, I mean, it will be, I don't know, whatever, it doesn't matter. But this is working so far, which is good. So basically I have to do these 3 functions. For these 3 functions we need 3 API files on the web server, which, yeah, this one allows me to reset the remote plate from the actual from the thing that is playing right now. Then I need a script in case something is failing. We are refunding the coins. And we need an API thing that just gives me back the next SFX to play. Like here, the username who requested is the SFX name and the SFX file. The name is basically only here so that after it's finished I can after that I can actually set the thing as ended or refund the coins again. Yeah. And the file obviously for playing. Okay, that's it. That's it for today. I'm quite happy about my webcam, although it resets sometimes. I'm wondering if this is because of this. I mean, at least there is not this in there anymore. Because I set that the C922 cannot be controlled by the G-Hub anymore, but by the application. But I have to check my permissions. Maybe other applications are allowed to interfere. Maybe there's like... Discord is always a good candidate. If your webcam is not responding in OBS, then maybe Discord has it. Especially when you plug it in and Discord be like, oh, you got a new webcam, then it's completely blocked off. But yeah, promotional code input for users that already had TMS coins. We don't do that. I thought of, yeah, people can enter redeem code that they get if they already had TMS coins, but instead I just decided people just come to me and write me, because why not? Application should have options to activate certain dynamic tools on the watch page. We're not that far yet. Local application that can receive the actions. Works now for the soundboard. Search box for sound effects. Nope. Not on color because I have a lot of categories actually. Okay, that's it for now. Okay, good. That was that stream. I hope you guys liked it and had some in-view or overview of how some programming things could work, or if you're a programmer yourself, you're laughing probably because of stuff. Good. Anyhow, that's it. You guys see us the next time. Probably not tomorrow nor the day after that, but on Monday probably. But as I said, I will do some things off stream because we wanna carry on, because as it says right here, not even 9 days anymore. So we better keep the shit together. See you guys next time. Bye bye.